Hello and welcome back once again. I have a new replay to commentate on. Seems that Roxor and Deso played a bit of exhibition match. And Deso says it's a very interesting game. So let's take a look. Roxor's Imperial Guard against Deso's Orcs at Fata Morga. This is gonna be interesting since we have not seen a good Imperial Guard in this tournament so far, as well as Dark Eldar. So, what does this matchup favor? In Tier 1, Orcs will have the advantage. But in Tier 2, they might have a chance. Assuming their vehicles are effective. 2 Gretchens and 2 Slugger squads. Opening for the Orcs on the top side of the map. Bottom of the map, we have Imperial Guards going for 2 Imperial Guardsmen and 1 Tech Priest. Going for infantry command to cover this side of the map and power generator on this side. That's a very interesting thought of the day. Let me assure you, everything has already been discovered by everybody in this game, so there's very little build to be found. You can of course try. General on the way, command squad. Tech Priest coming up a little bit late. Goes for the listening post, the first one. And the second Tech Priest will start on the plasma generator. I don't quite agree with this placement. Maybe you should really place it here under the cover of the infantry command. But that's okay.
I stand ready to serve.
Orcs, meanwhile, already have Shooter Boy squad out. Sluggers, 2 Sluggers. Big Mac should be on the way. Yep. So, Imperial Guard has the advantage, slight advantage here. We'll want to take advantage of it. Priest is coming out immediately. But alone, what can he do? The lone command squad will try to find something to harass, perhaps, or maybe just scout out what they're building. Sluggers, perfect target, goes into melee straight away. Wants to kill some. Few good hits here. Oh, the initial hit never does damage here. Just slight. And that forces him to cancel the capture. Good play here. This listening post might go down. But Big Mac is on the way, so command squad cannot spend too much time here. They must escape. Look at the amount of damage they'll be taking. Wow, look at that. The priest already lost a few hundred hit points here. Psyker is out. Will he try to cast a strip soul? No, does not want to risk it because the shooter boys are constantly firing at him. And the priest might fall soon. Takes his chance to cast. And that's 300 hit points lost. But is the priest going to pay for that cast? Perhaps. Yes, dies immediately. I'm not sure what Roxor is aiming for in that run. Managed to capture all of his strategic points and relic as well during this distraction. So, not so bad for the Imperial, but they must retreat immediately. Oh, loss of Psyker. He outstayed his welcome. And this wall banner, I really don't like the placement at all.
It will be my honor.
General will try to escape at 200 hit points here. Should be able to escape. Shooters try to chip in as much damage as possible. Commissar is at it, but no tier 2 yet. Still far away. He's upgrading his listening post perhaps and replacing his command squad losses. We have 1 shooter squad out, overextending themselves. Retreats before taking too much damage, but Orcs are now taking the map. Central critical location is under their control now, but not this one. Shooter Boys lies in ambush here. It will be interesting to see what the Imperials want to do here. They want the tier 2 ASAP, but they don't have enough power, so they must get those generators up and running. Orcs, meanwhile, 2 Shooter Boy squad. This Big Mac is idling, not sure why. We'll try to inflict as much damage as possible. Can they deny this relic capture? Commissar not shooting at the right targets. Might want to lock down. Yes! Locks down 1 shooter boys. And look at the other strip soul taking another 200 hit points off the Big Mag. And the Slugger Boys pays for it. But the relic is not captured. Demoralized. It's time to retreat, I guess. Or try to score a kill somewhere. I favor the chance of the Imperial Guard here. Look at this. Beautiful. Commissar nailing down the Shooter Boy squad while the other squad is being tied down by the command squad. Simply running in circle to make the Big Mac aimlessly try to chase. Seems like the Orcs is gonna fall behind here. Storm Boys arrive on the scene, but Tier 2 should be underway for the Imperial Guards. Yes, it looks like Orcs is now in deep trouble. 35 population, 80-10 income. Guardsmen have fallen behind. But look at the amount of damage they have caused the Orcs economy. Guardsman is returning to the fight now. Maybe they should wait until they reach their listening post. But they want to score that kill here. Big Mac alert enough to teleport away. Look at this fully reinforced Shooter Boy squad. Wants to take some kills here. Freezes down. The entire squad will lose 250 hit points. This Commissar is overextending himself. Might be in trouble here. Already lost 100 hit points. 150. 80 hit points gone. Too many Shooter Boys. Is the command squad going to survive this chaos? 150 hit points left of the command squad. Must retreat in time. There's no way they can win this engagement. Still, he turns around. More bodies on the floor. Wow, both sides really bloodied each other now, taking shade under LP2, and that should be the end of conflict for now. 86-30, 86-10. I like the Guardsman chances much better. Vehicle should be underway. Tier 2 is already complete. Gets another Commissar to replace the loss. And goes for Tactica Control. We might see grenades here. Or perhaps plasma guns. But if I were him, I'll go for hardcore Sentinels right now. Sentinels, while the Orcs are not expecting it, can knock down a few War Banner, especially these two. I really don't understand these placements. That's a very risky placement. Deso, meanwhile, has triggered countdown victory, but not for long. The control of the critical location and the central will be neutralized soon. This Shooter Boys are out of position, and Big Mac is too low hit points to risk it. Oh, decides to jump in anyway, but could not cancel the take and hold. Guardsman retreats. Execute. That's it. Lots of damage, lightning arc, and strip soul is cast. That should be the end of Big Mac. Orc pays for that. But the Orcs have to use this flanking maneuver for the Storm Boys, Shooter Boys. And the Storm Boys are locking him down. This squad of Guardsmen is now in trouble. Command squad is being split apart here with crazy pathing. We'll need to regroup. This one squad of Imperial Guards. Execute, please. Executes, yes. Grenades are being added, but shooters are going into melee with the knob. Has to retreat now. Two squad of Shooter Boys will drive away this Imperial Guard, and the general, the command squad, might be lost here. Serious casualty, and no vehicle in sight. Oh, still 50% construction. Needs to run into the LP2. And the Orcs wisely retreats. They took a few casualty as well. This second squad is holding off this tank busters, which is already firing at the Guardsman from maximum range. But no infiltration yet.
What would you have me do?
A replacement psyker is already being added.
You have chosen.
And there goes the mechanized command and gets Hellhound immediately. Hellhound. Not a bad option. 110 economy, that's pretty good for the Imperial Guards. Meanwhile, Orcs still 86-10. I really don't like the Orcs economy here. They really need to start Wow, they just finished capturing this relic in the 9 minute. That's so late. No wonder they're behind. So, a little bit of break in between. Let me get a drink. Tank Busters infiltration has been researched, and surprisingly, Guardsmen are the one who are advancing here. Probably don't want to let the orcs to replace their leader so far. This Sluggus is trying to decapture. Not a bad move. Sluggus will not play much part in tier 2 because they're too weak in attack and just good for flanking maneuvers and tie downs. This decapture will succeed because this army is too slow. One Hellhound is on the scene, but this infiltrated tank busters will be a problem. But this 2 Wow Banner is such a juicy target. 2 Sentinels will make short work of them. This Guardsman seems to be out of position. Oh, they're aiming for the Wow Banner. Jumps in straight towards the Hellhound. Let's see what happens here. Stormboy is really doing well. 2 Hellhounds on the scene, and now the orcs must retreat. But, oh! The Big Mac stuns the Hellhound. Nice jump, just in time. Saves the army from disintegrating. And it looks like 1 Hellhound is already down from the tank busters fire. Let's slow this down a bit so we can have a better look at this action. Command Squad is completely out of position here, trying their best to kill this tank buster squad. Hellhounds pull back for a moment to save their Imperial Guards from this Stormboys. Stormboys try to regroup. However, the Command Squad, I'm really worried for them. Gets 2 Psyker, but let's see how viable they are now while under constant firepower. What an action-packed game so far. But still, the Guardsmen could actually deploy some more vehicles. Yes, Sentinel, I was about to say that. A few Sentinels flanking maneuver to snipe away the Wow Banner will seriously dampen the Orcs' ability to deploy more forces. Command Squad still out of position, has to retreat at low hit points. I'm not really optimistic on their chances of survival here as they're being chased down. Imperial Guards in full retreat as the Orcs has taken control of the critical location. This Sentinel can decapture, will probably go for the top right hand corner. Excellent opportunity for flanking maneuver as well. Once he finished decap, he can go straight for the Wow Banner. Imperial Guard stops the retreat and decides to hold this ground. I'm not sure whether it's a wise move. Hellhounds paid the price as tank busters focus fire them down, and the Command Squad is still not out of danger yet. Lost 2 member. General is about to be killed here. Such low hit points, just 500 hit points. Managed to retreat in time. That's a gunfire of the Commissar, reinvigorating the Guardsmen as they retreat back to their first line of defense. Command Squad dives into the listening post immediately. Sentinel is forgotten. The original mission has successfully decaptured, but the Command Squad is left with 2 Psychers here, and this heavy weapons team did not survive long to pay off. Big Mac teleports to the back, immediately executes the man behind the sandbag. This LP2 will go down soon. Why won't they focus fire? The last stand for the Imperial Guards here dives into the infantry command, and this LP2 will surely go down. Sentinel finally receives the order to move. This will prove to be quite a key moment in game. Where is the Tech Priest? I still see no Tech Priest. Hellhounds is on the scene. Victory countdown resumes as the central critical location has been taken by the Orcs. Hellhound is trying to burn down this Knob Squad, but gets stunned by the Big Mac widget. This Big Mac has such low hit points, but the infantry command did not focus fire properly. Now they have relocated into the field command, lost the infantry command, and no population limit so far, 6 out of 6. Imperial Guards is now on their last stand here, dives into their field command with 2 Hellhounds left, managed to demoralize the Knobs, but look at this action going on here. Orcs did not notice. A single Sentinel is burning down the Wow Banner. Knobs retreat from the action. 1 Hellhound is heavily damaged, the other one is destroyed. A second one out of the factory. Yet another one halfway done. What is this? Coming out, infantry command. Stormboys alert enough to take it down, but 1 Wow Banner is lost, and this Sentinel is awaiting the next order. Will fire at the next LP2. 80-60 economy is still good enough to resist the advance of the Orcs. Comsat scanning did not reveal the tank busters, and Hellhound will get destroyed again as they overextend themselves. Guardsman comes out from their field command, tries to bait the Orcs into an engagement, decaptures this position, will drop down to 74-60 economy, but still good enough to spam more squads. Tech Priest managed to complete building and jumps into the infantry command. And this Sentinel is completely ignored by Deso. I really want to see what Deso is seeing right now. 110-30 economy, pretty good. But still, the Gretchen is completely not reacting to this attack at all. Another Hellhound goes down. Imperial Guard really making their last stand here. No infantry cap available any longer. But the Orcs finally realize they've lost their WoW banner and must retreat. Gretchen's still not reacting. What the hell is going on? This heavily damaged Hellhound should retreat and repair instead of overextending themselves. And maybe the field command should stop producing priests. Are they even in tier 3? No, they're still in tier 2. Can't afford to hit the tier 3 button yet. And looks like that's another WoW banner down. Orcs completely not expecting it. Their infantry cap just drops. Gretchen completely not reacting as well. Not enough resource to replace the loss. And this Sentinel is now decapping. That solo Sentinel action has successfully shut down a lot of banners. But Orcs is systematically dismantling the Imperial Guard's economy, and now they will drop even further to 62-60. Still good enough for vehicle spam. But I really don't fancy their chance now after the Orcs discover this mechanized command. Infantry command will go down shortly. The Guardsmen should really dive in. This relentless Orc pressure. A second Sentinel is out. And this Sentinel survived with 4 hit points to decapture this critical location. Amazing. Stormboy seems to have gave up the chase midway. MVP. Command Squad is now back at full strength. We'll now try to salvage situation. Grenades. Look at this 3 squads of Imperial Guardsmen. Tier 3 still not on the way. Not enough resource anymore. 5660 should really use one of the Guardsmen to capture the points. But the Orcs are starting to lose their momentum here. Another Hellhound lost. And that's the last of their Hellhound, I think. But another Hellhound comes out of Mechanized Command. And the Orcs have been completely wiped out. That is fucking crazy. Take and hold victory still underway for the Orcs. And these 2 Sentinels are tag teaming the listening post. Holy shit. Deso not really dedicating a tank buster squad because he has not enough resource. Instead queues up a Big Mac and a Knob squad. This take and hold will be cancelled, so there's no reason to panic.
Fix your cabin.
Orcs are now, it should be on the defense. But the Imperial Guard does not spare any force to recapture the lost territories. Does a scan to reveal the location of the tank busters, but lacks any firepower to lock them down. Hellhound is clocked here. No room for maneuver. Destroyed. Vehicle support has been completely neutralized, and Big Mac is back on the scene. Cancels the take and hold, and now objective complete. The Guardsmen will retreat. New Psyker being trained for Command Squad. It's very difficult for the Imperial Guard to maintain this momentum without vehicles. Tank busters are a constant problem. Orcs rebuild their lost WoW banner. Places it in a better location. No, it places it here. Why? Come on, you want to save time? Really? But Guardsmen are in trouble now. Why are they stunned? And there's no commissar to do the execute. But managed to fend off the Orc army. Still, no attempt to recapture lost ground. Floating very hard energy as they are starved by requisition. No breaks is possible. 54-59 economy, 71-29 both players. Losing a lot, and Orcs finally say, okay, I want vehicles. No chance of the Imperial Guard in deploying tier 3 here, but we see this. 2 squads of tank busters dismantling the listening post. Should prove to be quite crucial. This command squad, 5-member now, is trying their best. to tie down this squad of knobs who are slowly being whittled down. Strip Soul, lightning arcs being cast repeatedly as the Big Mac is shrugging off wound after wound. And this listening post goes down, no repair possible. Big Mac shop is up. And what are they getting? The war truck. Only the Knob Squad is alive now, and Big Mac somehow survived that Psyker assault. Tank Busters are now back in action to provide disruption. They've run out of vehicles to target. And it seems that there's no possibility of the Imperial Guard, not even a single time spent in recapturing lost ground, and I think they will lose this fight now. It's just like way too much to handle for them. One Knob Squad that just refuses to die, and one war truck providing more anti-infantry support, and this Tank Buster Squad that continues to torment the Imperial Guard armor. They must have taken out at least 5 Hellhounds in this game, which is quite insane when you think about it. Sentinel should be really hunting down War Banner now. Instead, returns back to take out the war truck. Priorities, I think, should really be placed on taking on the War Banner now. Curse of the Machine has been cast. Not much hit points left, but this Tank Busters will shut down the Sentinels immediately. That was a good trade for Orcs. And only 3 Guardsmen survived this onslaught. So many bodies. Insanity. But if this mechanized command goes down, all hopes of making a comeback is lost. This 2 Tank Buster Squad is not going anywhere. Another war truck on the scene. Curse of the Machine should be cast immediately. But this disruption is proving impossible. Making it impossible command squad to cast. It seems like Curse of Machine is not being cast. Too much disruption. Look at this. Constant knockdown. 2 squads of guardsmen have taken cover inside this mechanized command. But I think this is over. Too much damage, and this tech priest is not repairing. And the guardsman is trying to recapture the lost ground, but it was too late. Repairs underway. Will this prove to be the rally incoming? No, we have war tracks on the scene, and that should prove to be the end. Hellhound back in action, but not enough damage now. The war track will surely take care of this Hellhound in double quick time. Curse of the Machine is cast as well on the war truck, and the war track, but no respite. Completely no respite. The recapture attempt was a complete failure, and Hellhound goes down. 2 squads of guardsmen gets wiped. Command squad is down, and this is it. The Imperial Guard has been completely decimated by the Orc. My goodness. That was insane. So many bodies. 22 minutes and the Orcs have prevailed. That was some hardcore battle. Those bodies. Impressive. Impressive. That was hard fought by both sides. But in the end, the Orcs, specialize in attrition, managed to wear down the Imperial Guard. I've lost count how many Hellhounds they've lost. I think they must have lost at least 7, as well as 2 Sentinels, or at least 4 Sentinels. I think the major factor here is that the Hellhounds really have no space to maneuver at all. And the Tank Busters is always out of reach. Impossible for the Imperial Guards to neutralize. I don't think Deso lost any Tank Buster Squad at all in this match. Both of them trained from the start and still active till the end of the game. That was a good game. 22 minutes of action non-stop. Boy, what a great game. And that's all for our exhibitionist players. And let's hope the tournament game can live up to this.